First of all, Sam Byram, we had it reported to us last night that a fee has been agreed. Is that your understanding, and how far along is that?
Well, as you can imagine, it's been an approach, and that's where the confirmation came from Leeds United, but is nothing else to be able to comment. And at the moment, you have to be very, very careful. I don't enjoy the window with clashing with important games. Leeds United got very important games. We got very important games, and at the moment, it's nothing else to comment in that situation. It's been an initial approach, an initial step, but from there to having conclusive news for our fans is a long gap still.
Would it be fair then to surmise that whichever way you go, you'd like this resolved fairly quickly?
No. It's something that we don't do things by being quickly or panicky. If it's any signing to be made, it needs to be the right character, it needs to be the right addition, and that will always be the case. In any process, there are initial steps, and some processes become very long, others they are quite short. I'm sure that everyone understands that at the moment. The only thing that matters for us is the game tomorrow against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and whenever we got something to announce to our fans, we'll do that straight away.
Stephen Naismith, Alan Curtis down at Swansea yesterday, said that he is interested in him. Has there been an approach? Is there a development?
No. Obviously, we had it's been another Premier League club that we made a lot of progress in that respect, and I would say that everything is more or less agreed in terms of a possible transfer. But I think the situation now with Stephen Naismith is that he's got a little bit of a knock in his ankle, and that's why he hasn't been involved in the first team squad. And at the moment, I think the priority is to see Stephen fully fit and available, and then probably we'll have a sit down and we'll decide what's the next step.
Looking ahead to this weekend then against Chelsea, first of all, what's the status of those players that were injured, most notably Tom Cleverley?
Well, Tom is recovering really, really well, and I will be inclined to say that obviously we're going to train later, and it could be 50-50 to be involved in the game tomorrow. James McCarthy has started to do some good work. He's not going to be involved tomorrow, but it's not too far away, and Seamus Coleman is in the same recovery process. So we had very good news. Steven Pienaar came back. He's been involved now in 2 games in the third round of the FA Cup, and he came on against Manchester City and he had no reaction, which is really positive news. And from that point on, we got exactly the same squad that we had against Manchester City, and we all look forward to this game against Chelsea, because it becomes a very demanding week, 2 away games, as difficult as you're going to get in this year's competition, and we need to make sure that mentally and physically we all ready for the challenge.
What do you expect from Chelsea at Stamford Bridge?
I think Chelsea are a team full of winning footballers. Remember that they won the Premier League last season, and that's not long ago. So the quality is there. There are players that in 1 second they can produce something magic, and that demands a level of concentration, a level of focus, very, very important. But in the same way, we want to be ourselves. We want to go to Stamford Bridge and being able to perform in the way that we've been doing away from home this season. And it was a good point against Manchester City, but you want to win football games, and you need to make that point good with the other next result, and that's a good performance at Stamford Bridge. But we respect immensely this team, and we respect immensely the quality that Chelsea have.
In your opinion, Roberto, has there been a noticeable change in the approach from Chelsea since Guus Hiddink came back?
Well, difficult to tell, because obviously is the same group of players, and there haven't been many changes in the starting lineup, so it's very, very difficult from the outside to try to identify any sort of changes in the way that the team performs. I think they had a couple of very impressive performances away at Crystal Palace, and the way that they show that fighting spirit and that determination of getting good results. And is a team that, as I say, they go back to having incredible individuals that they can change the nature of a game in one action. Guus Hiddink enormous experience. He knows the football club inside out, and I think that makes it a very, very settled team. It's not a team with a new manager. It's a team with a real understanding of what's needed in the league and what's needed to finish the season strong, and we need to be prepared for that.